今天对我说什么，你就要记得这么做。要是发现欺骗我，看你怎样逃得过。Bang bang，花不要多。Bang bang，只要你做。Bang bang，假如有错。Bang bang，你怎能瞒过我？就把自己上了锁。要是别人来诱惑，那就请开启烽火。Bang bang，好快活。Bang bang，你怎能瞒过我？
Peace, 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 peace. You already know what it is. Welcome to another episode of The Parry, where we don't pull, duck no punches. And the parry is fundamental to what? Fundamental to boxing. I'm your brother Bomani UFG.
I am the pragmatic Che Black.
And we want to thank everybody for joining us again today for another live episode of The Parry, where we're going to be discussing Fury versus Ngannou. Yo, before we even get started, let me just remind everybody, please, jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, and go ahead and toss around that share button. Let people know we here. You know what I mean? You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and whatever that new app is, Thread or something. You know what I mean? At the Parry 101, all the same name under all of those apps: Twitter, Instagram, Thread, at the Parry 101. Look out for your brothers and give us a follow. Once again, hit that subscribe button, jab that like button, and, show us some love in the comment section as well. But I'm here with my brother, pragmatic Shade Black. Fury versus Ngannou. Can Ngannou upset Tyson Fury? Is this a real fight, or is this like it's a sideshow? Like what can we expect? Does Francis Ngannou even got a shot? Probably get a shot in his ass. That's probably about it. But you know what I mean? Pause. But like, what you think, Che?
I'm saying this is definitely a circus act. It's I don't mind. I don't mind the crossover events. I don't mind boxers fighting MMA fighters, even when uh when we boxers go into their sport. I don't mind. The problem is that I feel like we're talking about the active heavyweight champion of the world right now fighting a fighter who's never had a professional boxing match ever.
Well, here's the man in Francis Ngannou he didn't lose his strap in the ring. Here's a guy. Well, did he? I don't know if he lost. No, I think he's undefeated. Not undefeated, but I think as heavyweight champion, I don't think he lost that strap in the ring. He vacated due to some contract disputes when it came to the UFC and Dana White. Believe he signed with PFL. And there was rumors and rumblings about this fight for a while about who's the actual baddest man on the planet. Heavyweight champion versus heavyweight champion. Now, when boxers tend to go into the octagon, a la James Toney, they usually don't end up they don't end up doing too well. When UFC fighters or MMA fighters getting into the ring, I mean, you got professional boxers.
It ain't just James Tony. Ray Mercer did it too. We're not just gonna pick at my man Tony.
True that. Yeah, Ray Mercer did it too. But when it came to MMA fighters stepping into the ring, like you got MMA fighters getting knocked out by YouTubers. So it tends to whichever way you slice it, when the crossover happens, into the advantage of that, of said sport, the one who crossing over usually don't fare too well. But we talking about Francis Ngannou, man, who got lightning in them hands, man. Like, he putting cats lights out. You know what I'm saying? But they use also, MMA, they use 4-ounce gloves. But I will say, in my opinion, even by MMA standards, Francis Ngannou was not a great boxer. I mean, that pad work he's doing with Tyson and Dewey Cooper is we'll say that for later, man. You know what I mean? His pad work that I see him doing with Dewey Cooper and Mike Tyson, I don't know, but pad work is pad work. The ring is something different.
I just don't believe that an MMA fighter belongs in the ring with a boxer. As far as the whole idea of heavyweight versus heavyweight, the only way to truly have that baddest man on the planet actual fight would be to somehow actually cross the sports and somehow have some type of, maybe you're not using feet, but there's a level of grappling. There's a level of, that's allowed, or there's no shoes or something. But there has to be something to make it something where it's an even playing field as opposed to one person crossing over into the other sport. Because really, all you're doing is having one person just cross into the next sport. It's not proving who's the baddest man on the planet. Now, when one of these MMA guys can come over and cross over and beat the current heavyweight champion of the world or any current champion that's fighting at that moment, then we have something to talk about.
Yo, I don't know why I found it hilarious when you suggested boxing with no shoes. That's yeah, I just envisioned that real quick. That's hilarious. But any way you slice it though, if you add any other element into boxing in regards to even maybe everything except for the taking off of the shoes, right? If you add some grappling, or maybe a little bit of kicking, or even some elbows being allowed, you're doing MMA or you're doing kickboxing. Like, you're totally out of the element of boxing as a sport. You know what I'm saying? Because I think what
But it can't be
identifies
boxing.
right, but I'm saying
it can't.
I'm saying what identifies boxing is the rules that govern it, right? Because anything other than that is a street fight. But if you throw some a little bit of grappling, like you said, or whatever, that's all MMA. And I feel like you kind of take the advantage away from the boxer. It's really the rules of the sport which give the boxer its advantages to somebody that's in the MMA.
I agree to an extent, because boxing has had rules that have changed over the years, and the type and style of boxing that you're actually doing is going to dictate what the rules are going to be. Um, even sanctioning bodies have different rules in boxing. That's why sometimes they use the unified rules. With that being said, um, I do agree that the format. I'll say the format of what's being done in the ring is what makes it boxing. But there are rules in MMA that you're allowed to do. That what I'm suggesting is you have to find a medium. Maybe there's no takedowns allowed, or maybe if you take someone down, you have to get off of them. There's no actual ground grappling. You have to find a medium where, even though it might not be boxing, because it can't be boxing if you're trying to compare two, if you're looking at to see who's the better man and comparing two separate sports, making them fight in one or the other sport is not going to be how you tell. It's only going to advantage the person's sport you're hopping into.
Right. Well, I think. Well, here's a couple of my suggestions as opposed to adding grappling or what have you. If you're gonna have somebody, an MMA fighter, get in the ring with a boxer, maybe as opposed to using the 8-ounce gloves or the 10-ounce gloves, use the 4-ounce MMA gloves, right? Or how about you box inside of an octagon where you don't have the advantage of when you lean against the ropes, you could kind of lean all the way back to avoid a punch. You know what I'm saying? When you got that cage up against your back, it's like there's only but so far you can go. So you a little bit more available there to be hit. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to
As long
avoid
as you're
shots.
boxing, though, as long as the rules are within the format of a boxing match, it's going to be a huge advantage for the boxer every time. There would
Well,
have to be
look,
something that would give way besides just the shape of the ring. Even though that does, like you said, that was a good idea as far as the octagon, but it would have to be more than just fighting than an actual boxing match in the octagon.
yo, the boxing with no shoes, man. I don't know why
I
that
was
shit
just
got me
thinking that
going.
again. Though. I was thinking like maybe even just take you know, maybe we just had to take our shoes off and
Could you
hop in the
imagine
ring and
Tyson
box.
Fury try to dance around that ring with no shoes on? I don't know why
Yeah,
that shit is hilarious
it's
to me. But
just
listen, I think like people are not really giving. I mean, look, does Francis Ngannou have a shot? He may have a puncher's chance, but like for those who are hardcore boxing fans like us, and you may be a more of um, a casual MMA fan, let's get to know Francis Ngannou a little better, man. There's another promo for this fight, and it's kind of centered on for Francis Ngannou, which when I saw it, I found it interesting. Not that I didn't know about him, because I am also, I guess now I'm more of a casual MMA fan, but I used to be a hardcore MMA fan back in the day. But I think sometimes when it comes to whether somebody's going to win or lose, your heart, your background, what you win it for, sometimes that plays a part. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's that rare individual that sometimes can shock the world. Like, so let's get to know Francis Ngannou for a second, and we'll be back.
The closer I get to the top, the more I think about rock bottom. The closer I get to the finish line, the more I think about where I started. I remember the past, and it anchors me to the present. I remember dark days and hungry nights. I remember being told I wasn't good enough, and wondering if it was true. I remember having nothing, giving everything, and yet still falling short. Rock bottom transformed me. It fortified me. It made me who I am. It made me promise myself to never go back and to never forget. I remember every doubt. That's why I believe.
I believe in you, motherfucker.
I remember every failure. That's why I succeed. I remember every defeat. That's why I win. I remember rock bottom. That's why I know where I'm going. So let's go.
What you got to say, Jay? You don't look impressed.
Actually, to be honest with you, this is the after watching that promo, I am 100%, no, I'm 1,000% convinced he is going to get destroyed. This is a money play. Like after watching that promo, all I see is this is not about proving anything. This is about making money. This guy clearly is looking to hop in the sport of boxing to try to make figures. They're looking at what Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather did. I mean, it's clearly a money play. Just listening to his voice doing the promo and all of that, what he's great. And then thinking about his situation, he's probably in and out of contractual disputes with these different UFC corporations or whatever have you. He's looking for a chance to stay relevant, to keep his brand going. It makes perfect sense to have this fight.
all the fights that Tyson Fury could have
It's
had.
definitely a circus, though.
Nah, I see what you're saying, but all the fights that Tyson Fury could have possibly set up, as his next fight, the Alexander Usyk, which we're gonna get to in a toward the tail end of this show, in regards to that fight already being signed and rumored for December. Like, it just kind of shows you how lightly it seems like they're taking this Francis Ngannou, as a contender.
How else should they take him? Well, go ahead. Like, how else should they take? Like, should they really? I mean, don't get me wrong. You prepare to go in there and do battle, but I mean, should you be taking him? Should you be looking at this fight like preparing for him like he's a Deontay Wilder?
Okay, well, with perfect segue into, let's hear what Tyson Fury got to say, because how should you prepare for somebody like Ngannou, and considering, that fight, but Usyk is rumored to be taking place a couple months after this one. Let's see what Tyson Fury got to say.
I always found it awkward fighting people with maybe novice. I'm not calling
Awkward
Francis
styles,
a
yeah.
novice, but I mean
Awkward style. Yeah.
throwing unorthodox shots. You can't really defend against. You can't be taught how to defend against these sort of things.
This is why I'm putting in 12-week training camp instead of a 6-week camp, which I usually do for like Wilder or White or Chisora. I usually do 6 weeks. I'm giving Francis 100% focus, and because he's not a boxer and he's coming from a different background, then I have to prepare more. Because with normal boxers, I can prepare. It's going to come from the same angle, but with his awkward style, it might come from different directions. So I have to be prepared for that, and that's why I'm training hard as I can and giving it 100%.
He said, that's why I'm training as hard as I can, giving it 100%. He talking about a 12-week camp as opposed to a 6-week camp for Deontay Wilder, who pretty much almost put him in a coma.
He's saying 3 months he's going to train for this guy, as opposed to his regular month and a half, because this guy's an MMA fighter and he's bringing something that he's not used to seeing in the ring. Yeah, I think that's cap.
All right, well, all right.
I think that he's
hold on. But before we get to
sell tickets, he's trying to sell the fight.
Before we get to the capness of his statements, let's look at some highlights of Francis Ngannou. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Oh, nice left hook.
Yeah, he's bloodied up too. Henrique bloodied up. Oh, uppercut.
Oh, he's done. That's it.
Oh.
Wow.
Knockout! Vicious uppercut. At the MMA factory in Paris, as they bring in guys. Oh! Ngannou knocks Arlovsky down. That is it! The Predator Francis Ngannou. Burning up Mick Maynard's phone to try to get a matchup with Ngannou. Oh! Down goes the Reem! Francis Ngannou has a...
The man got some power, man. He almost knocked Alistair Overeem head over the octagon, man.
There's nothing I've seen in them clips, though, that showed me that he can get in the ring and fight on a professional level in a boxing match.
Well, here's the thing. This is like, all right, looking at those clips of those knockouts inside the octagon. The way boxers move and the angles at which punches come from are way different. Considering you gotta get out of the way of kicks and stuff, takedowns, and the fighters' move and footwork is a lot different. So particularly with the Arlovsky knockout, dude kind of was leaning one way, and it just so happened, as I ain't gonna say just so happened, they do throw punches from different angles, but the dude kind of leaned in a way that Tyson Fury is not going to be. He don't have to lean. Like, boxers slip and catch punches. But as far as MMA fighters, you'll see them duck in a way where it's like they lean so far, and the kick bang, like, it put them out. Like, it's just the movement is just way different in a way that I just can't see him catching Tyson Fury with any of them shots that look like that.
When you're talking about defense in MMA, as opposed to defense in boxing. When you're talking about the mechanics of defense in a boxing ring, without being able to grab somebody, you have to give the boxer the advantage because the boxer is taught to slip, to block, to parry, whereas the MMA fighter and even the kickboxer is taught to grab hold of what you're bringing and then attack based off of that. So I'm gonna grab your arm and then attack you off of that. I'm gonna I'm gonna break your arm and then make my attack. You understand what I'm saying? Like this, it's a
I
different.
mean, in MMA and kickboxing, we do block, punch. What the fuck? We do block, punch. I mean, block, parry, slip. Like you taught to do all of those things. But there's a lot more risk doing particular,
Wait a minute.
maybe even like slipping. You could slip a punch and end up getting kicked in
I'm
the
not.
jaw.
I
So
never said you're not taught to do those things. What I'm saying is this: in boxing, you're not taught to do more than that. That's how you're
right.
taught to get out of the way of a punch. You're not taught to grab somebody and use their body weight against them. You're not taught to make their arm go this way so that their body go that way with them. You know what I'm saying? As a defensive move, going off of an attack move that they did. So that's what I'm saying.
Nah, I get you. I get you. It's definitely, but it's definitely more elements to an MMA fight or even a kickboxer or a Muay Thai fight. There's definitely more elements because you have
Absolutely.
it's more weapons that you have to be leery of, as opposed to boxing where they just using their hands. So, but which would cause you to, in boxing, and which I would have to agree with Tyson Fury when he said in that face off, which is, in boxing, the punches coming from the same angles. They coming from, at the same direction. You either punching the head or the body. Anything below the belt is illegal. Whereas in MMA, you can kick a dude in the legs. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to punch somebody in the leg, you could. I don't see why you would do that, but I'm just saying. So the preparation for the different angles of punches that Ngannou is more accustomed to throwing, I could see him potentially, very small potentially, giving Tyson Fury problems. I mean, if I'm coaching Ngannou, the head move, but the body don't. I'll be trying to teach him to go ahead, dig in that chest,
Yeah,
punch him in the,
it's just too much cap for me, man. I'm just even when I'm listening to it, it's becoming too much cap for me. Um, yes, there is the outside chance that these awkward angles will create a problem. However, history has never met that theory. We have never seen an MMA jump in the ring and his awkward angles create such a problem that the boxer couldn't figure him out. Usually, once you put a MMA fighter with boxing rules, them awkward angles and them things that he's used to doing then become a problem because more boxers are used to seeing people try to box and try to do awkward goofy shit and just use their patience and size them and time them and break them down as opposed to guys who have never seen a professional and had his hands up against professional hands. So I hear that argument, but I think that the real logic of that argument is that it still favors the boxer because the MMA fighter is seeing something that he's never seen and he's seeing it on a level that most people aren't going to see it on and most people aren't going to possess.
Good point. So, all right. So now let me ask: is it that all right? Would Ngannou fare well against any of the top heavyweights, or is it that
Absolutely not.
is
Absolutely not.
so? It's
Not
not that
from
he's
what I've
facing
seen.
Tyson Fury. Is that
I'm saying him facing Tyson Fury makes it even worse because he's skipping the line to he hasn't even proven that he can beat a top 10 contender. You understand what I'm saying? Like when does
right?
history meet the theory of of these MMA guys crossing over or whoever it is? Where does it meet the theory that these guys have had success?
So, all right. So I'm gonna throw a couple names out there. Tell me how you think uh Ngannou will fare. First, a shout out my brother Chin. I see you in the chat, brother. Peace. Francis Ngannou versus somebody like Jared Anderson, Big Baby. Is it a big baby? I don't know. It's two big babies in boxing, so I don't know if he's the big baby or the big whatever. Jared Anderson, or like or Zhang Li Zhang, Big Bang Zhang, like who just knocked out
Zhang
Joe Joyce again.
From what I've seen of Zhang will hurt him.
Yeah.
Because here's the real problem, and I think that this is heavyweight boxing. This isn't gonna be Floyd. This isn't gonna be McConnor.
You said
Floyd.
McConnor.
Floyd. This isn't gonna be Conor McGregor Floyd, whatever.
Yeah, we boxing fans over here, not MMA guys. I get it.
Exactly. We're boxing
He
fans.
said
Yeah, it's Conor McGregor. It's not gonna be that. This is gonna be a first. My prediction is a first round knockout. To be honest with you, I mean, we're talking about heavyweight boxing, and we're talking about a fighter who doesn't know how to protect himself against another boxer. Tyson is showing him all these nice combinations and all that. And he looks decent throwing them, but Tyson can't give him the instincts of how to move his head in that ring and not to in it for it to not get hit. And he doesn't have that. And there's nothing that I've seen while he was in training that shows me that he has that.
First of all, I plan on buying this fight. I'll be completely pissed off if my man gets in there and get knocked out on the first round.
If he doesn't, it'll be the second round after he goes down 3 or 4 times in the first round.
I wish I would have snatched the clip. I was meaning to. I ain't have enough time before the show, but Tyson Fury predicts exactly how he gonna knock this dude out. He says, I'm a jab, slip, feint, bang, right hand, putting him out. Something like that.
I mean, he might be able to do it. He might do it coming. He might come out. That might be the first combination of the fight. I mean, do you not understand that? Listen, this guy has never been punched in his face in the boxing ring by a boxer. Do you understand that?
No, I get it. But they also use 4-ounce gloves in MMA. You get kicked in the jaw, like you got to somewhat of a sturdy face.
What do you mean? They go down. They get hit. They go. What do you mean? They get dropped, and you see how he hit my man, and my man fell silly. Like they get hurt. But what I'm saying is, he's never experienced what it's like to be in the ring with a professional fighter up against professional with professional skills, and we're talking about the top dog, and we're not talking about lightweights. We're not talking about welterweights. We're not even talking about middleweights. We're talking about actual heavyweights with heavyweight power. And whenever you see these big heavyweights, go in there and their defense has got holes in it, we see him get knocked out. And if you think that his defense is not going to have holes in it,
Tyson Fury said, everybody say Deontay Wilder is the biggest puncher in boxing. I knocked him out. I take that claim. I'm the biggest puncher in boxing. Like, he's talking heavy cash.
I don't agree with that statement, but I mean, he could put himself in that category though. He could let it be known that you can see what happens when you come incorrect with me. Like he could easily make that statement. I mean, look at his resume shows that.
He did cheat and knock Deontay Wilder out. I said cheat, my fault. I mean, he did knock Deontay Wilder.
Deontay Wilder got sent. You know what I mean? That was hospital trip after that fight.
Yeah. He
didn't go
to the upper
home.
room, man.
He didn't go right home after that fight. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
Into the upper room, man. If I'm messing around with Tyson Fury, man.
His lady had to do a little bit of stressing waiting for him during that time period. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, that was one of them, damn, I hope he retires after this moment. Like people around him were thinking things like that. No, I'm serious. That's the type of thoughts that his loved ones was having during the immediate aftermath of the Fury fight. So he can make that claim because he did it to who everyone said was the most devastating puncher in the game.
Yeah, I'm going to ask everybody again. Just want to remind everybody when you step into the room, please pay your respects. Jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, and go ahead and toss around that share button and let the people know we here, man. We live talking Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Thread at the Parry 101 because the parry is fundamental to boxing. You heard, but yeah, man. here's my thing too. Like Fury, as much as I hate, as much I'm home team all the time over here, man.
Right.
Welcome home.
Oh shit, Siri talking. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Anyway, I'm home team over here, man. And as much as I hate to admit this, but I found myself earlier today thinking about Tyson Fury, his skill set, his size. What is he? 6'9", 300 something pounds. He moved like a goddamn lightweight. Is he an all-time great? Like, really, think about his attributes, and then you think about the history of the sport.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I'm glad you said it. Thank you.
Absolutely not.
I'm bugging.
The division is too weak. There is no all-time great at this particular.
I'm not talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but what I'm saying is this: I know what
his
you're talking
attributes.
about, but hear me out.
Go ahead.
He is fighting in a division that is so weak that there's no attribute that he has showed that says it would have done anything in any other time period.
Well,
you know
he
how we
did
talk
beat
about that? Wait,
Klitschko.
you know how we talk about the eye test?
Right.
He does not pass the eye test. He just happens to be. He just happens to be winning these fights. Let's be honest.
You don't think Tyson Fury? When you look at Tyson Fury, you don't think he's highly skilled?
Outwardly and ugly.
You don't think
he's highly skilled?
Yeah.
I think he has great reflexes for a big guy.
Light on his feet.
I think
good jab.
For a big guy, highly skilled. No.
Yo, it's hard. It's hard to hit that dude, man. We gotta give him that.
He's a big guy. No, he's not hard to hit. He's just a big guy, and he puts his hands in front of him and makes it harder. It makes it harder for him to hit because he got them hands in front of him.
Yo, I think you know what? It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with some home cooking. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put the narrative too hard, you know what I'm saying, for the Gypsy King. You know what I'm saying? So if you say he don't pass the eye test and he ain't an all-time great,
legitimately, he doesn't legitimately pass the eye test because on his come up before he got into any of his big fights, there was nothing spectacular about him. He just was winning. There was nothing that said, yo, this guy, he was just winning and he looked awkward and he was winning. So you knew he was good. Like you knew he was good, but great. See, Klitschko,
he beat a great heavyweight.
Klitschko makes the cut of a great heavyweight. Klitschko makes the cut of the great heavyweights. Barely. And he makes the cut by longevity and he makes the cut by resilience. And I'm talking either Klitschko. They make the cut by longevity and they make the cut by resilience. That's it.
Well, at least over here,
when it comes to the Perry, what legends did we see the Klitschko beat? What did they reign really look like?
Legend.
What legends did they send back? They happened to run.
He almost had Lennox up out of here. He almost had Lennox up out of here.
But Lennox had his face almost up out of there.
That's true. But if that don't happen, he might have won that fight.
But it happened. It happened from punches. It happened from Lennox beating on his face. His mouth was all nasty, cut up. His eye had a cut all around it. I'm going to quote Lennox. The man's face was deteriorating. And I'm pretty sure Lennox was knocking him out as the rounds went on. I watched that fight recently, just the other day. And yes, he was actually up in that fight. But I'm almost 100% sure Lennox would have knocked him out had that fight continued. Or he would have quit himself. Regardless of all that no, when the fight was over, he would have quit himself.
He probably would need a blood transfusion after the fight. You had to donate blood to that man where he was his shit was split. But I think again, at least over here on the Parry, we keep a home team, and I ain't gonna be out here cheerleading too hard for the Gypsy King, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I do think I think we may be slightly I ain't gonna say underestimating, but
Nah, we're just
not
saying
totally
underappreciating
giving.
him, undervaluing him.
Yeah, there
You're
you
saying
go.
what that we're
Underappreciated. There you go.
undervaluing the Gypsy King. I'm saying that you can't. It's hard to really put value on anybody running this division right now. This is the absolute weakest heavyweight. This is the Gypsy King is like saying, um, you know, is Tony Tucker an all-time great?
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that Tony Tucker is necessarily as good as him, but what I'm saying is, in comparison to actual accomplishments,
Again, I ain't gonna cap too hard, man. So, all right, Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. Give me a quick breakdown of how you see this fight playing out. Does Tyson Fury carry him for a little bit? You know what I mean, for that check. What happens if he do catch Tyson Fury with something? You know, like is it like you saying he don't even stand a shot of fucking
if he
checking his
catches
chin?
Tyson Fury, it has to be a one-punch knockout. Because if Tyson Fury gets up or is able to just hold on and recover, he won't be able to finish him. He'll probably end up. See, you got to understand, there's a certain poise you have to have when you get somebody hurt. And I don't know if there's certain skills that come with boxing. It don't come with training for a fight. It comes with being in a fight, and it comes with experiences. And there's certain experiences I don't think he has. And if to say he is to get Fury hurt, will he be able to actually execute on a finish without wearing himself out or without gassing himself? That's fighters get overhyped when they get somebody hurt. Will he have the discipline to be able to finish the job?
What got me kind of like feeling like he's not as much of a long shot at winning than I thought. And when I say that, don't mean I think he got a shot in hell to win. What I'm saying is, I had the shot of him winning a lot further away. You know what I'm saying? Than I did when I saw the face off.
Right.
Like I thought Tyson Fury was a lot bigger than him. He's not that much taller than him. I think he can probably get to that chin.
Tyson Fury is what, 6'7" or 6'9"? If he's 6'9", he got him by about 5 inches. I mean,
he said he got him about. Well, he's Ngannou said he's 6'4", and Tyson Fury's listed at 6'9". But when you look at, when it comes to that height shit, they always add something or don't give enough height to something. You know what I'm saying? NBA do it. Combat sports do it. You know what I'm saying? They say a guy's 6'3", but he really 6 feet.
When they get in the ring with each other, we're gonna see how they look in the ring.
Right.
We're gonna definitely see how they look against each other in the ring.
I will say the height difference is not that much. Looking at them stand right in front of each other.
5 inches is significant.
It don't look. No, it don't. But what I'm saying is, it don't look like he got 5 inches on him. But they both wearing different kind of shoes. Like
how much bigger. A lot of people talked about how much bigger Charlo looked than Canelo. So I hear what you're saying. But when they get in the ring,
I mean, the height difference between Charlo and Canelo.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying when they get in the ring, we're gonna see. I seen the way in. I've seen not the way I seen that. Them standing next, but it's when they fight and get in the ring, we're gonna see the difference. And I think that is going to be a significant difference. It's going to be a significant difference.
I will say in the face-off, I don't know what my man had on his feet, man. Maybe he had a pair of Timbs on. And Fury's up there in flip-flops. Like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But the height difference, and I would say the reach difference. I didn't know. And Ngannou's arms look pretty long. I didn't. We probably do a. No, we're not doing no more in this fight, to be honest. I got to look up to see what the stats are in regards to reach and all of this and that. Not like it's gonna make much of a difference on the outcome of this fight.
Oh, he has a 5-foot height advantage
on paper. We know
that's
that
in real life. What do you mean on paper is not in real life? Like 5 foot is not 5 inches is not 5 inches now.
No, what
This
I'm
is
saying
science.
is
This is man.
No, even in the face off in the interview that they did with Carl Fratz, who's over there looking like a puppet, looking like a fucking porcelain doll and shit. They asked him, "Well, how tall are you?" He says both of them answered it this way. Both of them said, "I'm listed as this height." Not that they said, "Yo, I'm 6'9". Fury said, you know, they say I'm 6'9" or I'm listed as 6'9". And Ngannou said I'm listed. They said Ngannou said they say I'm 6'4". So Ngannou could be a little bit shorter or taller or vice versa. The same for for the Gypsy King over there. That 6'9" may not be his true height. Maybe he's more like 6'8". Maybe he's more like 6'7". Who knows? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because the height difference, it didn't look that significant.
Okay.
And
Like
neither
I
did
said,
the
we're
reach.
gonna see in the ring. I'm not saying it is or it ain't. I'm saying we're gonna see in the ring.
It ain't gonna have much to do with the outcome of this fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all right, let's just get
It's
to
gonna
it
have
so
a
we
lot
can
to
move
do
on
with the
to.
outcome of this fight. It's gonna have
So
a lot to
let's
do with the outcome of this fight. Let's say he was a good boxer, and let's say Fury was a great boxer. That size difference is going to matter. It's going to give the
no
great boxer the advantage. Let's say they're both great boxers. The great boxer with the size advantage is going to have that's going to probably be what separates the two of them. The size,
no I,
not the
I I
skills.
I agree with you on that. I agree. I'm saying that, and as
So
the
now you
fight
have
is as
someone
it stands.
with a skill level who doesn't even belong in the ring with you, and you're bigger than him. It's just the advantages just keep pouring into Fury's
Tyson Fury.
favor.
I'm saying if my eyes aren't deceiving me, and the height difference isn't that significant, that is not gonna have much different on the outcome of this fight. He's still gonna get that ass whooped. Like he's still gonna be eating Everlast for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna get punched all in his face. And all right, before we get to let's go ahead and wrap this segment of the show up in regards to ain't much more we can say about this fight. I think we both know who gonna win.
Yeah,
But give me your
first round
predictions about this
knockout.
fight.
First round
What?
knockout.
You said first round?
First round knockout. I'm giving you my prediction how it's gonna happen. I think that Fury's gonna come out there. I think that um, he's either going to hit him with the first serious combination that he throws. He's gonna find it easy, and then he's gonna follow up and have and have in go now in Google. He's gonna have Google in Goo in Goo now in Gunu. You know, what I mean? He's gonna have he's gonna have him. He's gonna have him hurt, and he's gonna probably get up, and the referee's probably gonna let it go, and then he's probably gonna finish him off, or he's going to come out, and in Google is gonna miss him, and he's gonna make him pay for the miss.
Well, I'm gonna respectfully call that man by his name, Francis Ngannou, not Nguni Gugu. Whatever man do be out here around.
Ngannou, Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, part of me in the Goody Goo, but yeah, I mean, you who already branded you, so it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, man.
Yo. When Yahoo said that, man, I was absolutely on the floor, yo. But I know he legit can't say the name. That's why I was like,
So
yo.
neither one of us.
Man,
You
Goody
seen that
Goo.
episode? Neither one of us can say
Huh?
that motherfucker. Neither one of us can say the name. That's how that came about.
Yeah.
So
Francis
Ngannou,
Ngannou. I got Ngannou.
shout out to Ngannou for even going for this money grab. Because I don't believe that he even
Yo,
thinks he can win. I think that
the
he
brother
knows
from
this is a money
Cameroon,
grab.
man. Nah, I legit think he believe he got a shot.
Man, I don't
A
care
shot.
if he was from the equator, yo. You understand what I'm saying?
That would be
I don't care
Equatorial Guinea.
I don't care if his birth said the actual equator was his actual where he was from. Like that's what it said. From the equator of planet Earth. You know what I'm saying?
My man is from the motherland. I believe it's Cameroon, when I'm mistaken. He's from Cameroon. He came up the hard
Shout out
way,
to
man.
Cameroon. Shout out to
Cameroon, man.
Ngannou.
I think
What was it, Ngannou?
Ngannou, Francis
Ngannou.
Ngannou.
Shout out to Ngannou. Shout out to Cameron and Ngannou for the Goonie Goo Goos. Yeah, man.
Oh, you stupid.
Beating up one of your Rugus. You know what I mean?
Word up. Oh, that's a bar. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
I got Tyson Fury obviously winning this fight, but I think I don't know if if Ngannou off his own skill set and determination make this a interesting fight up until like the 6th or 7th round, or if Tyson Fury just going to carry him to the 6th or 7th round. I'm more inclined to believe he probably get carried a little bit
That's a
until about 6th or
possibility.
7th round, to where Tyson Fury just land that 1-2 and probably put him down. Now I wouldn't be shocked if Ngannou hit the canvas a few times, more than
That's
once.
a possibility, but I think that Fury is going to try to wreck him. Fury is this is a money play, and what Fury can get for his next fight after knocking this guy out in 1 round, Fury is really looking to make. They're looking to do some things with Fury. Look for the first round knockout, people. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Che Black predicting a first round KO. I'm saying
First
it's going to
round
about
KO.
6th, 7th round, but
Maybe
same-
second. That's the most.
the same
If he can
person's going to win the fight.
If he can hold on, he'll get to the second. Like if he can hold on that assault, it'll look like Michael Grant, Lennox Lewis. If it goes more than 1 round, it go 2 rounds. That's what it look like. It'll look like Michael Grant, Lennox Lewis for 2 rounds. He's just gonna slap him silly. This guy has no chance.
Well, you got people that think,
I understand that.
my man got a shot. So
Yeah, of course, he has a puncher's shot, but to go in the ring against a professional and to think that you're gonna be able to protect your chin the way you need to protect your chin, and to think that you're gonna be able to reach his chin the way that you need to reach his chin, when other professionals on the top level of his sport haven't done that or aren't doing that. It's
well,
just
Deontay Wilder put him down.
he put him down, but he didn't
In
stop
every
him.
fight.
But what I'm saying,
Yeah, he did. The ref woke his ass up. Look at it.
okay. So Deontay Wilder puts him down, the hardest puncher in the fucking game, right?
Probably the history of the sport.
And you think that he could do that?
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. But there are people that believe that. I mean, look, Ngannou for sure has power. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just gonna play this one more. I'm gonna play this last clip one more time.
Ngannou has enough power.
Hold on. Which one is
We were
it?
supposed to be moving on because I do.
No, we're gonna move on real quick. I just want to.
It's almost time to wrap it up.
This one right here. Hold on, real quick.
Well, shout out to Ngannou.
Yeah, he's bloodied up too. Henrique bloodied up. Uppercut.
Oh!
He's done.
Oh. All right, look. He ain't hitting Fury with none of that. I'm just saying my man can turn your power off. You know what I'm saying? If you playing around, your man can definitely, you know what I'm saying, have your utility bill. You have them come over there and, you know what I mean, hit that breaker and shut your goddamn lights out. You know what I'm saying? So if Fury, you know, who knows? And Fury been out the ring for a little minute too. So I mean, who really knows? And Ngannou got a puncher's chance, and probably the best shot he gonna catch is when his back hit that mat. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. But over here at the parry, you know what I'm saying, where we don't duck no punches, and the parry's fundamental boxing over here, we root for the home team.
We will
So
be
regardless
rooting
of what,
for.
I'm rooting for. We all be rooting for
Ngannou. Ngannou.
The Predator, Francis Ngannou versus Tyson, the Gypsy
That's what he
King
calls
Fury.
himself? The Predator?
The Predator. That's what they
Hey,
call
yo.
the UFC.
The Predator? He call himself the Predator.
Nah, he ain't the child predator, man. Come on, man. Don't do that to my man, yo. He out of
I didn't say nothing
control.
about children. I just said the Predator. It don't even gotta be children. I didn't even mention. I'm just saying the Predator, though, son. Son named the Predator, though. That's his handle, though. In 2023.
Yo, man,
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man. You see what he was doing,
Predator.
man? Hunting dudes down and
Oh,
dislocating
no,
jaws. See that uppercut?
he supposed to be like that Predator with the locks. With the he supposed
Yeah,
to be
man.
he supposed to
The
be
one
like
Schwarzenegger and them was running from, man. My
the
man. You know what I'm
dreadlock
saying?
Rasta warrior looking Predator.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm
I
saying? The
don't
one
know,
Carl
man.
Weathers in them, you know what I'm saying?
The
And
one,
Bill
the one
Duke
who
and them
took
was
Carl
running
Weather
from,
arm
man.
off. The one who
Yeah.
took Carl Weather arm off.
The one Jesse
That's what he
Ventura,
said.
you know what I mean? Got his chest splattered by, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That one.
that's not really ill though. That's not really
I
man.
mean, there's
Like
better names out there, but if your name is Francis Ngannou, what you gonna call himself
the
Goonie
Predator.
Goo?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it. My man calling himself Boo Boo right now. Andre said, "Yo, my name Boo Boo." Look, Mama Do Tiam nickname was Doo Doo. You know what I'm saying? So is I'm just saying, he could be the Goonie Goo Goo. He don't gotta be Predator. I don't know, but I don't know if I like the Predator.
Yo,
He calls himself
once again, man, I'm gonna ask everybody to jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Toss around that share button and follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Thread at the Parry 101.
Let me know what y'all think. Is the Predator a dope name? Like, is that a legit name to have? Because I
Yo,
think it's eerie.
in the
Personally, I don't
comment
like
section, let us
Predator.
know how you feel about that name, the Predator. You know what I'm saying? Is it whack? You know what I'm saying? Did he get that off? Or what? You know what I'm saying? But it's MMA though. It ain't like, like a boxer calling himself the Predator. That I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
You know what? In MMA, because there's a hey, I don't there's a lot of grappling.
John
Grappling
Jones, who's
going on in
obviously the
MMA.
GOAT.
So I can see in MMA that name.
John Jones is the GOAT, man, and they call him Bones, man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like
There was a couple Bones in
they just not
boxing.
known for having.
There was Bones Adams. You know what I mean? Bones Adams.
Only
Who the
woman
Bones
can call me
Adams have?
Bones. You feel me?
Who the Bones Adams have the fights with? Bones Adams had a little guy too.
Only women can call me Bones if that was my name. You feel me? Like,
hey yo.
That's how I exactly. Ain't no hey yo. I said women. Only women can call me Bones. Don't be calling me Bones if you're a dude, B. Not having
Bones can have different meanings though. That's what I'm saying. Like we getting too ridiculous on what like Bones, that could be I done buried bodies, yo. They call me Bones because that's what I leave when I'm done. Like I'm just saying.
Exactly. I leave bodies behind when I'm done.
Not boner, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like I'm not correlating it though. Like it don't gotta be that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, shout out to Bones Adams, wherever he's at. Right
we
now.
Gotta raise up out of here soon, man. But real quick, man, just want to talk about the fact that the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury fight for undisputed is supposed to be happening in Saudi Arabia as well. Now it seems like Tyson Fury got a thing for fighting in Saudi Arabia. It may have something to do with that. What's my man name? McCanahan from forgot the name of his management company. Man, McCanahan is like allegedly. Allegedly, like an Irish mobster that's behind like a few murders and a lot of drug dealing and things going on. So, Tyson Fury to avoid, maybe certain authorities, he's avoiding certain areas, particularly coming over here to the States. But anyway, he's supposed to be fighting Alexander Usyk. Rumor has it it's going to be happening in December. And we both saying pretty much that Ngannou ain't going to ruin that undisputed fight in no way, shape, or form. But what if he catch some damage in this fight, man? And he don't make it to December. I'm not saying that he lose, but he in the war. You never know. That could happen, man. I think overlooking Ngannou in that regard may possibly come back to bite him in the ass, like it could possibly. But what you think about the Usyk Fury fight?
I think The Usyk Fury fight, I think that um I would have it signed already, like if that's the case, because that's really the fight we need to see, not the fight that we're seeing. Um, I don't expect Usyk to be victorious in that fight, though. And I really don't have no interest in the heavyweight division right now until somebody that's exciting comes along in the ranks and brings some life into it, preferably a young American. So we get a young American out of here, up in the division, up in the ranks. But the heavyweight division has no life.
So basically, you saying we gonna need Jared Anderson to live up to that potential, man, and go out there and start whooping some ass. Some bodies on it,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Jerry Anderson's gonna have what it takes, though. He's gonna have to have like, and that's the thing. Like, there's nobody exciting these young kids to look up to these heavyweights right now. That's over here on this side of the water, and we need that right now. And until we
Well,
have that, boxing is gonna be what it is.
the next heavyweight champion could possibly be a Chinese dude.
That's a possibility,
Big
and that's
Bang
not
Zhang,
because yeah. But what is that? Why is that though? What is the real reason behind that?
because all the
Is
big
it
brothers
is it
decided to
because
go play football. Dudes are
in basketball?
yeah, all the dudes over here becoming defensive linemen and all of that, as opposed to
So,
you know what I mean, sticking to the sweet science, man. But yeah,
there you
man,
go.
I got Tyson Fury probably you know what I mean, whooping the shit out of Usyk as well, and I agree with you, man. We need more excitement in the heavyweight division. Definitely would like to see a young African, you know what I'm saying, brother, step up, you know what I'm saying, and grab them belts. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's from the Bronx or from Brooklyn somewhere, you feel me? But anyway, another thing, real quick though. We definitely have to double back and do a show about the PBC thing. Like there's a lot more news coming out about that. But this Devin Haney Regis Prograis fight,
Right.
like
What's going
this
on
shit
with
is
that?
starting to heat up. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Did you see the press conference?
Yeah, I'd seen the press conference.
What you think? What you think of Regis homeboy, his personal trainer or whatever over there talking bad shit? You know what I'm saying?
That he's doing
To
what
my
he's.
man Devin Haney. Shout out Bill and Devin Haney, man. I'm
I
just saying.
think
Go ahead.
that he did what most people that's in their fighters' corners do that come from a certain place that he comes from, and I think that he just got outdone by the Haney camp. It wasn't so much that he was just so out of pocket or whatever, or that he was acting so egregious or anything. He just got outdid, and it made him look silly. But
I just
I
feel
think
like,
that
fam, you
he
may
was
not
he was repping
even
his
be in the
man.
corner. You may not even be in the corner that night, man. You help him do push-ups and lift weights.
Man,
You ain't
he
even gonna be in the corner that night.
but regardless of where he's gonna be, he could be in the bar across the street. If I go there and you my man's and I'm rocking with you, it don't matter where my seat is at. It don't matter where you gonna smack whatever. You're gonna do this, that, and the third. That's my man's right there. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say except for my man is gonna hurt this dude. You know what I'm saying?
I
I don't
respect
care.
that.
I don't
I
care.
forgot my man name already.
You
But
know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't care if I'm just the dude. Like, I don't care if I'm sweeping the floor in the gym and I just happen to be up on the podium with you. I'm talking like I'm talking like I'm gonna be in your corner. I'm talking like I'm gonna be the one fighting. Nah, it's over for this guy. I seen what he did while I was sweeping the floor. I glanced over up and oh man, you can't do nothing with this guy.
Well, that being said, man, I can't wait for that's probably the wait, which fight is first? The Benavidez Andrade fight is first.
Yeah,
Got the
Benavidez
Benavid
Andrade is November 25th.
right. And then we got December 9th for Haney Prograis.
Andy
No,
Prograis.
is it 9th or 12th? I don't remember.
December
9th, I
9th.
think.
It's December 9th.
Yeah. And we got Ryan Garcia fighting Duarte before that. Not that ain't really on my radar like that. I'm gonna check it out because
But
it's
it's a
Ryan
fight.
Garcia.
It's a fight dimension is boxing, though. We're not gonna downplay a fight. It just might not be
Nah. But
Garcia.
we know that
This is
We ending off the year right.
This is Ryan Garcia's chance to show that he's a legitimate boxer right here. By the way he comes back from this loss, by the way he comes back and the way he moves forward. There's a lot of boxers who reach superstar status and one loss took them off the map completely. So,
and this is his first fight with Derrick James. So
I'm looking to see what he does. He's back where he got Derrick James. Maybe I don't know what Derrick James sees in the kid, but maybe he sees something in him that is possibly championship potential. I don't think that.
No, we know what we see in him.
I don't think the division that he's fighting in. I don't think that the division area that he's in. There's too many killers in his complete area for him to ever be able to do anything in the time period that he lives in.
I don't see Ryan Garcia beating any of the top guys at 140.
It's just
he's not beating Teofimo. He's not beating Regis Prograis. He's not beating Devin Haney. He may lose to Duarte, man. Duarte don't sleep.
He might.
Don't sleep.
He might. But Duarte has to knock him out though for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we both know what Derrick James sees of Ryan Garcia, a paycheck.
Of course.
With that being said, this has been another episode of The Parry where we don't pull or duck no punches, and the parry is fundamental to boxing. Going to ask y'all again to jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, and you already know the rest, man. It's on the bottom of the screen. Follow us at The Parry 101 on Twitter, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We show us some love, man. So Che Black, man, any parting words for the family?
Nah, just continue to support. We'll be back. We got some new programs coming up. Continue to check it out. Make sure you check out the 5 greatest rematches that never happened. Maybe we need to just, talk about that one of these episodes. Just give a little breakdown of those fights. You know what I'm saying? Because the program is just telling you about the fights and why they didn't take place and why they should have took place. But we may be able to just have a little bit of time to sit down and really get in depth about that list. And then look out because the Parry got some more great lists coming up real soon. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. We got a lot more fire content, you know what I'm saying? And fingers crossed we got some interviews on the radar potentially, you know what I'm saying, with some names that you heard of.
We got some interviews coming.
Yep, for sure. So with that said, once again, this is The Parry. We don't pull or duck no punches. You know what I'm saying? The Parry is fundamental to boxing. I am your host, Bomani UFG.
I am the pragmatic Che Black.
And you know what it is. We up out of here. Peace.
Actually, now we're going to show you how to catch the jab. Actually, in boxing, it's called parrying.